So your role as the marketing communications manager, what do you do exactly on, let's just say, a day to day basis for
Sure.
pushing these filtration systems?
Yeah. So I started working for Camfil in 2013, right out of college. And I actually started just as a graphic designer. That's what I went to school for first. Once I started working for Camfil, I actually went back and got my master's. I was at that weird little point at a state where print was being faded out and digital was coming in. And I pretty much was the last graduate to have a full print diploma in the bachelor's program. So I knew I needed
Wow.
to go straight into master's to start that digital process because they were changing the entire program. So while I was working in strategic communications at A State, I was implementing what I was learning back over at our headquarters here in Jonesboro because we weren't on social media or anything. So I would go to school, I'd come back and say, "Hey, I learned this cool thing, let's try it." And we tried it. From there, the marketing manager that was in Stockholm came just for a routine visit. She asked if I would be willing to move to Stockholm and kind of implement this strategic communication plan globally. So I moved to Stockholm for 2 years, implemented all of that through all of the countries that didn't have quite as big of marketing departments as you see in the US. And that's where my title was invented. So we did not have a marketing communications manager pretty much anywhere in the globe until I was in corporate and was working as a communications officer. Once my visa expired and I said I was ready to go back to the States, the HVAC company here out of New Jersey actually hired me on and created my role. And that was in 2019, so right before COVID hit. And from there, since we've become one company, I stayed in Jonesboro, obviously did not move to New Jersey, but now my role encompasses communication tactics for all of the comfort line and all of the dust collection line. When I say communication tactics, we're working on social media, video production, any kind of press releases or blogs that are going out, just getting press out in front of anyone who may need to make a purchase like this. We refer to this as a grudge purchase. So you're really only going to be in the market for an air filtration system if somebody like OSHA comes in and says, "Hey, your air is bad for your employees. You need to get something in place." So we're trying to make sure we get out in front of anyone who may make those kinds of decisions. So you're thinking safety managers, um, plant managers, CEOs of manufacturing facilities or automotive facilities, hospital planners, things like that. So yeah, I'm working with all the words and all the digital things, and I have a really great team behind me who help make the videos and the graphics that go along with those words.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's actually cool to see the progression or hear the progression of your career there where, you kind of learned something that was on a little bit on the out, right? And you had to
Yeah.
adjust and make the changes needed and you certainly did. So that's good for you. That's awesome.
Well, it's a testament to A State's communication department as well, because I studied underneath that communication department, mainly under journalism from 2009 all the way till 2016. And it just launched my career because there are genius professors in that department that are teaching students things that clearly people around the globe are searching for.
Yeah, that's awesome that you were picked up by a international company like that, a
Yeah.
global company.